Well, I found this in my local Hobby Lobby and I feel like I should do something with it. It wasn't very expensive. Let's see what the inside of the box looks like. Okay. I know I got a couple of projects I haven't finished yet. That's to say the least. But I also would really like to have something where I can walk into the hobby room 10 minutes at a time and just fiddle with. And I think that's what this is going to be. Although don't expect me to build this out of box. That is not the purpose of something like this. I'm going to just take and do what I feel like with it. Interesting. Okay, so there's the deck. The deck is what I expected it to be. The rest of it is not. Probably wouldn't need directions to build this. Let me get a knife and open this properly. So I don't tear up the inside of the bag. But again, you can see the deck. It looks pretty decent. It'll probably get used. I can see using that. There is part of the hole. I can expect to use that. The hole is what I'm after. Okay. There's the other side of the hole. You can see it looks pretty decent. It's going to glue together all right. Yeah, there'll be a seam line on that, but we can hide that. Sits down in there like that. See, again, I'm looking for something I can play with. Interesting enough, it comes with cannons, and the cannons actually pretty decent, which is surprising. I can probably use those cannons. Alright, for something. Don't think cannons will get used for what I'm thinking for this. That's the main mast, or probably two masts stuck together, who knows. Have to look at the directions, what directions there are for this. There's another mast. And a front mast. And then sails. Okay. Not much to this. I can put this together in halfway asleep. Most of this is about paint if you're going to build something like this. The sails will not look good. But, you know, it is what it is. I won't be using the sails. I'll be doing something else. I'm going to scratch build something with this. I'm going to kit bash it, so to speak. It'll be just something to play with in my spare time when I have 5 or 10 minutes free to walk in the hobby room and work. Trying to keep my skills going. Okay? Some other things. I get a lot of prescription bottles. These things. Okay? I'm trying not to show any important information on them. Instead of throwing them away, I'm going to use them to mix paint with. I'm also getting a whole bunch of these with prescriptions. These are good because I can pre-mix some paint with thinner, some of the Tamiya paints with thinners, and they can stay in these bottles. So those are excellent. Anyhow, just wanted to give you a quick preview. I'll drop in on this project every once in a while. What prompted this idea is I went to the dollar store and found this thing. Okay? Now, it don't look like much. It's almost completely done. The missiles on the wings need a better alignment. But I've been able to sneak in here 4 or 5 minutes at a time and build this thing, and it actually looks pretty decent if you ask me, for $1 and made out of wood. So that's what prompted this idea. Let me get a kit, and I saw this again at the Hobby Lobby, the boat at the Hobby Lobby, and I've always wanted to take a boat and kit bash it into something else. So there you go. I'm going to use some of the innards of this too as part of it, and I have 2 of them. So you might get some ideas off that alone. It'll be a fun thing, a short little project to play with, just something to let my creative juices go. You don't have to worry about being uptight because there's nothing like it in existence. Don't need to worry about lighting it because, well, it's tiny and lighting it would be hard. And if I did light it, I wouldn't be doing any blinking lights. And if it was blinking lights, I'll use a 4060 timer and just randomly blink something. So it'll be fine. This should be a fun little project just to mess around with. All right, I will talk to all of you later. Hope you enjoy this idea.
Bueno, ya me despedí.
No? What are you doing?
No, gracias.
You're being bad.
Ahí le platico cómo.
Look at you being a sneak.